1,000 times over. 1,000 times over. Sanket Kedia. Thank you.
Hello, check. Hello, check.
Is Sanket, do we all die? We don't die, idiot. We go to God's house. Grandpa said God's house has green candies also. Really? I want to go to God's house. I want to. Don't say that. Dying is bad. How do you know? How do I know? Indeed, Toastmasters and guests, at the age of 8, we were Jon Snow. We knew nothing. Innocence and ignorance was in the air, flying high like a kite. We relied on Batman and Superman to save us from our mom's beatings. Of course, Krish and Ravan were unreliable even in those days. The nursery rhyme, Johnny, Johnny, yes Papa, had made us believe that Johnny was a criminal who had stolen sugar as well as lied to his dad. The word baby was reserved only for infants and not for grown-ups. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, life begins with ignorance. Sunny was my partner in crime, a Viru to my chair. It was a friendship made in heaven. A friendship even Zuckerberg would have been proud of. It was pious enough to intimidate a holy saint who had just taken a bath in the Ganges. For you 1,000 times over, I shouted from the cliff. For you 1,000 times over came the reverberations. Life gives you relationships to care for. They say ignorance is a bliss. Society disagrees. Ta-da! Education. Both Sunny and I went to the same school. We were taught the same subjects by the same teachers. The same maths teacher who was good at cracking lame jokes. Never argue with decimals. Decimals always have a point. The same PT teacher who always used to say, do you have what it takes to be successful? Life imparts you education. Education brings with it pressure. Pressure of scoring more than Sarmaji's son. Pressure of excelling in every field. Pressure of topping the board exams. Pressure of clearing IIT JEE. Pressure of this, that and every other thing. Any weak link, any gap. The entire structure collapses. I can distinctly remember the day it had happened. The results of IIT JEE were out. I had cleared the exam. Sunny couldn't. I could see chaos everywhere. There were people running around asking for help. Then there were people who were jumping around with joy. And then I entered the room. There lay my friend. Piece of cloth neck. And to a fan. For you 1,000 times over. I shouted. This time, there were no reverberations. The structure had collapsed. So what went wrong? Why did the structure collapse? Did he not try? Do people not try before giving up? Ladies and gentlemen, the only reason my friend Sunny lost the battle is because of one factor: our inability. The society's inability to recognize that he is unique. The inability to understand that he has his own likings and dislikings. The inability to identify that he has his own pace of learning. The inability to appreciate that maths is not his forte. We are all born unique, isn't it? Yet, the irony is that we have a rigid system in place, a system that lacks the flexibility to accommodate this diversity. Each of us can contribute towards renovating this system in the following way. Enjoyment. See to it that your child is enjoying whatever they are learning. Peer pressure. Eliminate all forms of peer pressure from their lives. Ownership. Take ownership of your child. Don't let society, relatives, or any other person dictate your child's career. Halt. Take it easy. Give your child the time that they need to learn something. It's okay if they fail. So what? I wish to meet my friend someday. I would tell him that the green candies at my house are much better than the candies at God's house. I wish to rebuild his structure, this time with hope. I wish to hear the reverberations for you 1,000 times over, again and again. Thank you.